Take a journey on the Silk Road, Marco Polo's ancient route to China. Produced at a cost of $50 million and requiring over 10 years to produce, the Silk Road video collection is comprised of separate adventures linking ancient and modern-day Asia. Broadcast to outstanding critical acclaim in over 25 countries, the Silk Road is now available on video for the first time. With the entrancing music of Kitaro as a backdrop, each of the episodes in the collection focuses on the history, art, and culture of one of the world's most inaccessible regions.
The Gobi Desert sometimes seems endless. It's 240 miles or 400 kilometers from Zhang to Dunhuang. And in many places you can see strange formations. Near Bulangji, it was especially strange. Winds of 90 miles per hour or 40 or 50 meters per second are not at all unusual here. Layers of sand 18 to 20 feet or 5 to 6 meters high can be seen for about 12 miles along the road here. Many peoples have fought for the possession of Dunhuang, and these strange formations remind one of ancient battles. The Mogao Caves at Dunhuang, about 90 miles or 150 kilometers west of Bulangji, were rediscovered in a part of the desert that's sheltered by a few trees. The British explorer Oral Stein, who came here early in the present century, said, "I noticed it was still a vital place of worship, in spite of its greatly disrupted appearance." 75 years later, the Mogao Caves lay before us, a carefully preserved treasure house of Buddhist culture. We first visited cave number 17, where Stein discovered an extraordinary number of precious historical objects, a collection that amazed the academic world. Because of this, Dung Huang has been studied by scholars from all over the world. Mount Mingsha looms like a great wave over the landscape. The caves are in a mountain cliff, 150 feet or 50 meters high, and stretch a horizontal distance of about a mile or 2 kilometers from north to south. Here there are almost 500 caves, with about 3,000 statues and murals. If they were all lined up, there'd be about 30 miles or 45 kilometers in length. The longest art gallery in the world. Reflecting the mouths of the caves, the Dachuen River passes below, with the Sanwei Mountains on the opposite bank. There's an interesting tale about the origins of the Mogao caves. A Buddhist monk by the name of Ladzun came to Mingsha Mountain one day at sunset. He saw the peaks of the Sanwei Mountains opposite, enveloped in glittering golden light, as if 1,000 Buddhas were manifesting themselves. Thinking that it must be a sacred place, he had the first cave cut in Mingsha Mountain. That was in the year 366 AD. It was the beginning of what was soon to be a treasure house of beautiful objects. Among the caves that can be visited today, the oldest is number 275, which was built in the 5th century AD. The main figure is one of the Buddha of the future, who sits cross-legged. It shows many features typical of ancient sculptures. For instance, the posture, the almost completely nude upper body, and the closely clinging robe are all typical of the old Western land style. The green fringed robe over his arms even shows Greek influence. This mixed style is typical of the period. About the